And let's have some fun, baby. Yeah!
And we're back. Technical difficulties, take two. What we're going to talk about today is we're using my new irons. Got them figured out, broke them in, or they broke me in. We're throwing darts with these bad boys now. So now we're going to talk about incorporating the physical biomechanical stuff that Berman method has been about since day one with some technical things that has really made these things become way more efficient. So it's kind of like having a Ferrari or a Corvette or some type of sports car, but you never really leave the neighborhood. You just drive it around the neighborhood. So you got this high performance machine, but you never leave the neighborhood. You need to get out on 75, get on the highway and let her eat, man. Open it up. Let's get a speeding ticket or at least try to outrun the cops or something, right? So that's what I was doing. I had the Ferrari or the Corvette, whatever, but I was just driving around the neighborhood. Once we added the technical component, it's like, okay, we're on 75 and we're flying. So here's going to be what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what I have been doing chronically for years since day one, and that's overswinging. Taking the club all the way back. I think that I'm doing this, but every time I see the video, the club's parallel. So this is what I've been doing, thinking that I've been doing it right. Not a bad result, right? The result's not bad. So 9 iron, we just carried it 146, something like that. 110 mile an hour ball speed, carried 145 miles, or carried it 145 yards.
145 miles is a long way.
That's a long way. Are we gonna do 2 screens and show what it is on there in the video? Okay, so when we pull the screen up on the video, the recording, I'm pretty sure that that one was parallel, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to do what it should be doing, meaning that swinging within myself and what my body is capable of, because this is where the reproducibility should come in. Core's engaged, I'm engaging through my foot, and my goal is to get to there, and that's it. Not go any farther. Let's see if I can pull it off. Closer, just a little thick, right? Let's see if we can do it one more time. Got a little camera shy there. Oh, left it way open. I'm getting really camera shy now. Okay. Lock it up. Ah, screw this game.
Hey, I'll tell you this though, the backswing's better. Backswing's not your problem.
What am I doing wrong?
Let's see. So this is the last one. Get to start. Okay, so we're going to draw a couple lines here. This is the plane of the swing and address. That is a little bit of a leeway zone. Or the slot. Have you ever heard people say
the slot.
Great takeaway, right? Right up that line, faces square to that line, parallel to your spine. Perfect. Which I would expect it to be by now.
It better be by now.
Right? What I tell you, it goes up right through his shoulder and his elbow, right? Still parallel to that line, still good there. We get to the top of the backswing. Great top of the backswing. Perfectly fine. Literally looks like Tiger in 2000. Good. Now from here is where we get in trouble.
Okay.
Okay. So for the longest time, your swing got long. You had time to make up for some inconsistencies with your hands and arms, right?
Yes.
From here, you can't do that. You don't have that time. So when you start the downswing, your hands push out to the left.
Oh.
Right? And over the top of those lines.
Yes.
Which is an over the top move, right?
Yep.
Or what they would call that. What over the top means is obviously you're over the top of the plane, those lines. So what we would want to see from there is your hands would fall down, straight down into those lines, right? But
Yes.
instead, we work out away from them, okay? Now, something has to get the club back inside that plane, or you're going to miss the ball. Because if you keep doing that, you're going to swing somewhere out there.
Right.
So something has to get it back in there. So what's going to happen is either your trunk is going to stall rotation, you're going to stand up, do something, a shallowing mechanism to get the club back inside those lines, right? So what ends up happening is we get here, here, here. You're on the very top of those lines, right? And you can see your body stall out and pick up. You see how, watch the gap right there. You can see a little bit of the top of the screen, right? And watch your shoulders lift up right there. So you start picking up your head and your shoulders.
Yep.
Okay? So that's a shallowing
Yeah,
mechanism.
trying to make room for it.
Because it causes the club to shallow out. So basically it's just straight over the top of your hands. Obviously swiping across the ball with the club face open.
Yep.
And that's what causes that to the right shot.
Okay, got it. I can fix that. That's easy. Visual guy, that's easy. Hands are, okay. Easy. This game is easy. All right, let's see if I can keep my balance this time.
Hold on. Do you think he fixed it?
I was looking at this. I was looking at this.
Look at his shot shape. Do you think he fixed it?
No, I just yanked it over. I didn't keep my balance that time.
Jay, you're not supposed to answer the question for him.
Oh, this was a quiz?
Yeah,
Sorry.
It was a quiz.
Sorry.
Yeah, you just can't hit me with double cross.
Got this.
Right? Double cross. 'Cause you can't
He
go to the
probably
top.
he probably just shut the face with his hands.
Didn't do it that time.
Okay.
Right?
Do it again.
What?
Once is luck. Twice is starting to inch towards skill.
The thing that I felt that time was I really felt my right glute that time. So that meant, in my world, that meant that I actually loaded up and then came back through versus coming over.
Okay.
Was that one any better?
Let's see.
What do you mean?
No.
Draw a
So
line.
remember this in golf, right? When we take practice swings, we mimic what we're fixing to do in the downswing, right? So when we take a practice swing back to the top and we go, okay, abort practice swing and move this way, that just ingrains that in our downswing. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So when we're taking practice swings, make sure we don't go to the top and then just do that, because that just literally mimics what you're fixing to do. Does that make sense?
Yes. This is bullshit.
This is the worst part of golf instruction is people shoot, better scores than come to you and you're like, I mean, it's better, but
Is that better?
do it again. So I can show you. Okay.
It sucks.
So just you tell me. That's fine, right? That's fine.
Yes, it's 100% better.
Okay. So it is better with your hands. What your body does is bad.
What?
Okay, watch this. You see those numbers right there on that screen?
Yes.
Watch your hips move away from them. See, now I can see more of those numbers, more
Yeah.
of that screen, more of that screen, way more of that screen.
So like
Yeah.
we were talking about earlier, it's a shallowing mechanism standing up,
Exactly.
shallowing the club.
Because
Instead of turning.
okay, so if you get here, I obviously can't hold the club at the moment. If you get back here and your hips move forward, watch where my hands. See how it does this? My hands. That's a shallowing mechanism. So what we want is for you to be back here and your hands to fall here while your hips are moving down away from you. You want to see them moving this way.
Oh my goodness. That's impossible.
It's impossible. That's here, right? Here. So it's like your hips move this way while your hands fall. So what you're doing is better, but it's better because you're doing this.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's foreign. I've never done that before. That way?
Yeah.
Like that?
That's better. So, if we're watching a swing and we see something like you can hear your hips do great, you're a little bit too steep here. So now to get back to the ball, my chest is going to quit spinning. I'm going to start raising. So the club.
So if my hands just drop, I don't have to do that, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place? That's easy. Watch this. But that's a drop, right?
Nope, it's forward. See, that's what's so hard. If your hands are in here, they've moved forward.
All right, take me to where it needs to be.
Okay, so go to the top.
Because when that happens, by the time that happens, I've already done that,
Yes,
is what you're saying.
correct. That's what it feels like.
No?
Can I see it real quick? I know, I can't hit. But. So here's what we're looking at. Take it back to the top, right? If we turn our hips like this and come down forward, how do I get back to the ball? Raising and flipping. Right. So here, right, from here, if we start turning and drop our hands, we get back to impact. Does that make
I
sense?
just need you to stand behind me.
Okay.
And physically, I'm going to worry about my hips,
Okay.
and you do what I need to do with my hands.
Okay.
Let's see if we can accomplish this.
That's okay.
All right, just do 10 in a row. Just that small motion.
Okay.